Whoa, whoa, hold on, Hasbro. Hold on. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime, and they did it. They finally did it. Hold on. First of all, shout out to Chris Jam, because I almost didn't believe you yesterday, because we all been waiting on these reveals, and when you said they prepping to drop something, I said, oh, we've been waiting on this for a minute. I'm going to just sit back. Sure enough, they dropped it today. Ladies and gentlemen, Liege Maximo and Nexus Prime have been revealed today. Woo! Let's go. First of all, where do we even begin? Where do we even begin? So let's start with Nexus, because that's what we've been waiting on for a minute. He is in his red and blue color scheme. The helmet is crazy. I see some secrets on him. If you look at the legs and you look at the folding part around the bottom of the leg, I'm assuming that's what will combine. I'm assuming. I don't know. Now, there are 5mm ports all over this thing. And oddly enough, in his jet mode, there's those 3 5mm ports that are on his back. Hey, Junior, I can't at the moment. Nexus and Lee's just came out. Hold on, Junior, hold on. So, hold on. Okay, sorry. Dad moment. Real life happens. So, he reminds me of the torso of, like, Motormaster when you put them together. Also, a lot of people are like, he looks like Silverbolt. Now, if you look right where the shoulders are, it looks like they disconnect. Or, hear me out, or because of the 5mm pegs that are on him, maybe you can put like little battle chargers or, you know what I mean, something else on his arms. Like the little cars. The little cars all have the little peg, combiner peg underneath each car. And I'm thinking, worst case scenario, that's what we get. Now, the people in the comments, I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. I was getting ready for date night, just getting my hair done. And then messages start popping up in emails and stuff. So a lot of people seem, of course, you're going to have your haters. A lot of people all upset. Oh, he's barely the colors that I was hoping he was. Who's looking forward to the Timelines universe, Nexus Prime in the next 15 years? Then they're saying that maybe there's a skeletal frame that will come out later on down the line. I don't see them doing that. Like, unless it was to come with Vector Prime. Like, if Vector came with a skeletal suit to go, I don't know. I'm confused. I figured that maybe he would have like the combining slots on him so that he could combine with Superion or, you know, Menasor or whomever. I don't see that, but oddly, like the jet mode, I don't know. Like I am tearing my brain apart trying to see. But if you look at like in the jet mode, where the flaps are right on both sides, it looks like those come up and possibly could. I'm gonna have to take Silverbolt down and see, because like I feel like there's something we're not seeing in this picture. Obviously, there's something we're not seeing. I like it. I'm gonna get him. That's a definite. Now, Liege Maximo. Can we talk about Liege Maximo? First of all, also in the comments, it's 1 million people saying, guarantee you this is the Unicron soldier. The first, you know what I mean? The Unicron soldier will probably be retooled from this. And I could see that. Because this does look like Gaia Unicron. And then you would have the weird, you know, now his ship, I guess that's a ship. Yeah, that looks weird. That probably will be a mode that I don't display him in. Or is it a head? Like I see a dinosaur head. I see a angry Cybertronian T-Rex. I see a Unicron affiliate. I see a lot when I see Liege Maximo. I see a lot. But you gotta admit, that AI picture was really close. You gotta admit, I don't care who you are, that AI picture, I'm gonna tell you this, they nailed it on the chest. They nailed it on the midsection. Now they of course, yeah. In that picture, they had him turn into a tank, and it had wheels and stuff. My mind I saw how that could have worked, but the ship mode looks all right. We gotta wait till we actually see this revealed. But man, my thing is, I am dying to know how does he combine, like, with anyone else, or how is that gimmick going to work? Now, obviously, they dropped the news today. Again, shout out to Chris Jam. You did call it yesterday. But I don't see, unless those legs open up somewhere and the shoulders open up somewhere. But him being a Voyager, it doesn't compute. The math ain't mathing in my mind. I don't get it quite yet, but I will when I get him. I have no idea when the pre-order is going to be. I hope they don't talk nothing crazy like this will be August 2026 or we looking at November 2020. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please make these like July. You know what I mean? I hate waiting. Two things I hate in life is the devil and waiting. And they both go hand in hand to me. These look amazing though. And they're going to look great on the shelf. I can go ahead and take Jax's down. G-axis. I can go ahead and take him down because I've got him up there as a placeholder until Vector is released. But I cannot get Nexus out of my mind. Like, I was expecting to see a tank part or a plane part or a something part on him. I don't get it. Unless, wait a minute. Look at that shoulder. Look at that shoulder again on Nexus. Could you possibly slide? Hold on, let's grab one real quick. I'm thinking on that shoulder, would it be possible to take, don't break him in your excitement, dummy. Would it be possible to take, that port right there, yes, this, and slide that over? Where would the arm would go behind it. This could possibly, get that right. This could possibly slide over that shoulder, giving him a combiner arm. I don't know. And then as for the leg, like, for it to be on the side. Okay, let's look back at torso mode. Unless there's a Combiner Wars, whatever you want to call this, Combiner Wars Legacy Universal Peg Slaughter Joint thing, unless that is hidden somewhere in that leg, I don't know. I just do not know. I am baffled. I am mind blown and baffled. I had to stop my Unicron corner for this. Like, it's Friday. My son is gonna come chill way later on this evening after I put both of them to bed. Me and him gonna play some games and Call of Duty and shoot people and stuff. And today's just been a great, wonderful day. I was not expecting this. This is like another early birthday gift, a reveal. That's all I wanted. I wanted to see this. Oh, Unicron shipped. So yeah, like, looking at this, what y'all think? Let me know, please, all of you, every one of y'all that watches this video, please put in the comments, how do you think that this is going to combine, and do you think it'll combine with this? Because this is basically the same as Superion and Bruticus and everyone else so far. I've got to put Menasor back together. But like, I don't see a skeletal system, and I know Hasbro wouldn't sell a separate. I know y'all wouldn't sell a whole separate, like, Age of the Primes kit afterwards to go with this for you to be able to combine him. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. I think everything should come with him. You know what I mean? This is bananas. But yeah, people in the comments are just like, man, what have y'all done? Let's look at the comments. So people in the comments are like, what does he even do? I said 11 years ago at this point, Liege Maximo looks great. No comments. I really wonder how people would have reached out for that silly Triceratops version. I'm afraid Liege is going to be a pre-tool for Leader Class Armada Unicron toy under the Unicron Soldier line, called it. There's definitely something going on with Nexus. The 5mm port on the butt is the exact same place as the other combiner torso bots, so these tons of tabs looks like it goes unused in either mode, or either A, he's a universal torso that can plug into any combiner frame, or B, has a dedicated frame coming later down the road, and this is just the torso for that. Absolutely insane pull for the Commander next year. Obviously, Nexus is Age of the Prime Silverbolt retool. He's basically Silverbolt without the Concord on his back. I'm betting he could snap right into the Superion frame. I've repeated this before, shaking my head. Literally every Transformers toy before Combiner Wars Silverbolt was a pre-tool of it, and everything after is a retool. They share materials, paints, shapes, and something else that form the toy. Maybe even non-transformer ones. I'm pretty sure that the design team confirmed that Nexus would combine in some way, so he either combines with multiple copies of himself. I know. And that's something y'all would do. That is definitely something y'all would do, because look at Reflector, and look at like Army Building, and look at, you know what I mean? I could see y'all being like, all right, now if you just buy 4 of him, I don't know. I do not know, but everybody else seems very happy with Liege Maximo. He looks very good, very influenced by his G2 self, slightly smaller with a different head. Not perfect for my taste, but I'll still get him. Nexus is okay, kind of bland, seems boring. Having a commander as a singular having a combiner as a singular transformer. I know that he wouldn't be a new combiner, given that Hasbro would have taken forever to make him otherwise. The jet mode reminds me of the Micromaster's Kibble combination. I guess it replaces the upper torso using their backs as their chest to show the new chest plate. Oh, Now someone has went ahead and put together a picture of how this may work. I'm at a loss for words. Y'all put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. How do you think this is going to combine? Do you think that this picture that someone has digibashed and mashed together is a possible fit? I don't know. We don't know. Time will tell. But hey, at least we got to see him. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime. I will be back later on with a short before date night, before my son comes over. I've been slacking on the shorts because I got a 33-inch toy coming. Love y'all.